Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Happy to have you. My name is Lindsay. Today, I have a video for you on a little bit of personal philosophy. Why, to me, life is all a game. Let's get right into it. So about 4 years ago, I found myself in a state of being deeply and profoundly content. All right, so what do I mean by that? Well, I had accomplished some radically profound things that years prior I would have thought I never would have been able to necessarily have done or would have only hoped to have done, and I had completed those. I had grown my own personal self to what I found to be a pretty sufficient quality, excellent human in a lot of respects, and also I had deeply and meaningfully impacted some other fellow humans in my frame of reference. It was at this point that I said to myself, wow, I'm good. Like, I could die tomorrow and I would be good. I don't feel like I've missed out on anything. I am fully content. I've lived a rich and fulfilling life, and I really truly believe that to the core of my being, and I still do to this day. But then I thought, okay, so now what? So there's really this unsurpassed sense of freedom that comes when you reach this point in your life, because you realize that nothing really matters anymore, but in the best possible way. For me, nothing can take away those years that helped me reach fulfillment. They are done, complete, finished, accomplished, set in the box, and now everything else is just icing on my already awesome cake. So what does that mean according to how I live? How do I stay motivated if I'm so content? Well, it just means that motivation is no longer so personal. You see, since I've considered myself to have already won at this thing called life, it means that failure is basically meaningless because my ego is no longer dependent on it. Now everything in life is literally just a game, and it's the game of why not? And it's sprinkled with the best of my human intentions. So, how do I play the game? All right, so one section of the game is, what can I achieve? Nothing is off the table because, like I said, I've already won. So any attempt that has a perceived failure is not actually a failure. It's just a point of triangulation for when I respawn and do another attempt of whatever that thing is, or come at it a different way. Not having your self-worth based off what you can or can't accomplish just really gives you the ultimate confidence to be able to go and achieve whatever you want to, because once again, it's no longer personal. And it's that confidence that often gives you the ability to take those bigger risks, lay out those bigger hands, go all in on certain things that really allow you to make large impacts in different areas. So speaking of impact, how big of an impact can I make? That's the next section of the game. All right, so this is the point in the video where I'm gonna start sounding like a crazy INTJ, but you know what? There's no use in fighting the stereotype at this point. So it's one thing to greatly impact people, but what about the ability to greatly impact many people? How can I leverage my mental and physical capacities to take things that I deem as important and scale them for the world? Again, there is no failure, there's just points of reference and triangulation. So how can I scale my reach to help people live their best lives? And last section of my game is, how finely attuned can I make my own personal being? We all have this body, mind, and natural abilities and shortcomings all going through this human experience. How radically can I use all of these resources to grow myself to the best of my ability during the time I've been given? Now, before you think I'm being too self-critical, as I am currently, I'm a great and wonderful human. I fully know, understand, and accept that I'm a pretty solid person to be around. But it's not just about being great or good or whatever. It's about maximizing your ability to use these functions that you have during this lifespan. I only have access to do so for a very limited time, so why would I not try to do the best thing I can with them? Why would I not try to fully utilize the resource that is my human person and human experience? Like I said in the beginning, none of this really matters to me, but it all still really matters. We have this very limited amount of time, our most valuable resource, to maximize our human potential and just grow it and just see what we can possibly do and accomplish with it. And really just see the fullness of what you can accomplish for the world around you. So I'll leave you with this one last thought. When you're no longer focused on the actualization of your own ego and your own self, you're able to shift your focus then on the actualization of our world and what you could really do and leverage and expand in a more extroverted, outside of your own mind sense. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you learned a little something about me and the weirdness that's inside of my mind for the sake of playing the game and expanding consciousness. Link to this blog is below if you feel like reading it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Keep it going in the comments. I enjoy talking to you. That is all. Bye. You know, straws are just sippy cups for adults, and I am not allowed to leave the kitchen with that one because I spill everything.